NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Miami. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
This to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
The drive starts with a run from Achane to about the 48-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6. Now Levis.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Saints.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
A penalty accepted, and they moved the ball forward.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now he's free to midfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action now. Levis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Levis looking to throw.
And will be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people don't clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Levis.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Levis from the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Danny Gray from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Saints 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, 74 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Levis to throw off play action.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Levis back to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Now he's free up the right sideline. Now look out to the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 93 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Here's a give up the middle.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On 1st down, back to Achane.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's caught left side by Judy.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Let's go now.
And they will take a knee here.
Two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you.
Yeah.